Okay, today we are going achievement hunting in Nova Drift, which is one of my favourite kind of chilling, relaxing games. I'm not particularly good at it. We've still got all the difficulty cranked all the way up, because, you know, why not? And one of the things I like about it is you just jump straight in. You don't have to read anything about what any particular gun does, or it's just like me in the middle, and these guys trying to get at me. And I like mouse over something and press right mouse button, and then not much happens because I haven't upgraded my guns yet. But eventually they should. We kind of want to keep all these guys together for reasons. This was the one that I was shooting? Yeah, because those guys will all chain react if we can keep them together. And then we get upgrade points, and we can spend those upgrade points to buy different weapons. And I think we want to start with, let's go with flak. Yeah, we've got a bunch of different weapon types we can consider. We've got a bunch of different shield types that all do different things. We are not going to do that today, but we are going to get a particular body, the Hullbreaker body, because we are doing an achievement that says have the Hullbreaker and do Hullbreaker things. And the Hullbreaker is largely about, and I'm not doing it at the moment because they're kind of all annoying, smashing my face into other people's faces and being the only face left alive afterwards. Things we're not very good at it yet. We need to get some more mods first. Actually, yeah, doing kind of bad at spending my upgrade points. Oh well. Yeah, so there's a bunch of other kind of tech trees of things to work through. This is the main set of mods. There's red ones, which are makes your weapon better. There's yellow ones, which are things you can build and put on the field. There's a bunch of random wild stuff as well. And then we're mostly going to be doing this kind of pink-purpley ones that make my ship stronger. Because... are we doing... yeah, let's do this immediately. Because it's kind of not safe for my face either. Like, we're crashing our face into these dudes, and I take damage as well as them, so I've got to be decent at having my face survive as I crash it through things. So we're going to take some more hull strength, because hull strength is nice. Do we want Discord orbs now? I don't know. Let's get connected boost. Because I still don't know whether or not, one of the things we're doing now that we're crashing into everything, even though we're not good at it yet, well, that was pretty bad, is, yeah, taking a lot of damage, but the mod, it was kind of a byproduct of getting rid of our shield that... yeah, the byproduct was getting rid of the shield. The main thing it did is give us much better regeneration, so we have all of these guys to deal with now. Cool. So we are regenerating health a lot better, which is good because we are constantly paying health, smashing it into people's faces. Absorption will let us not lose as much health when we smash into people's faces, which is nice. And then we still got to go and just do, yeah, all of the face smashing stuff. All of these guys, I mean, there's so many of these guys at this point that I probably also should just be using the gun still. And yeah, we take a bunch of damage. One of the nice things about this Hullbreaker build is, he said, losing almost all his health, that it's a very strong tank, so you don't... yeah, we're not really prepared for this guy yet. It's a very strong tank, which means it's kind of forgiving in terms of messing stuff up and being kind of bad and taking a lot of damage, because you know you're taking a lot of damage anyway. Like, especially in... he said take a lot of damage, yeah, these are all the large volumes of little dudes that Hullbreaker kind of struggles with. Okay, so we didn't actually destroy that thing, we destroyed a mine. And we can get that one, and then we can hop through here and get these guys. Okay, so that's kind of more like, okay, get hit by this bug thing. Okay, unspent upgrade points, not particularly fancy. Improved thrust. Improved thrust is going to be one of the things we need if we want to smash our face into things. And then we've got, yeah, this train here drops all these boxes, which gives us more orbs, and then we've also, gives us other bonuses as well, like, what have we got? Medi-charge? Cool. That's fine. Can we smash into this guy with some pace, maybe? Yeah, so that did pretty well. We're still on nearly full health, and this guy is nearly dead, almost danger booped him to death. There we go. So boop that guy. What else do I don't really want any of those mods, so we're going to find something better. Adrenal module I want, Rampage, all of these three are going to be pretty good. I think we're going to get Adrenal module first. These, yeah. the Hullbreaker setup is still not great at dealing with large clouds of small dudes. Like, this big thing I can aim at and be fine, whereas plowing through, like, this cloud of stuff, I've had to do several times or find some alternate strategy for, which might involve Candescence, but we don't have anything else to set that up yet. Hey, there's a thing that... No, I think we get Force Armor first. We're just going to get the Force Armor. Yeah, one of the options is... What's it called? Scorching Wake? There's another something Wake one as well that I keep confusing the names of, but one of them is a wild mod and another comes off... Is it the thrust tree? I don't know. Things I don't use particularly often. But yeah, it's a way of leaving dangerous ground behind me that none of these I want either. I'm running low on rerolls. Yeah, Deadly Wake. Deadly Wake is the one I don't really want. I will take a Defiance though, because it's plating and it's self-damage resistance, which... Yeah, so I mean, there's a couple of options of things that I'm looking at for being better at dealing with groups of small enemies. One of them is the Scorching Wake wild mod that we didn't see. One of them is Dying Star, which is why this self-damage resistance is a thing. And then the other is also, if we could just find some Discord Orbs, that would also be a nice way of dealing with, and also lots of small dudes, and also dudes like this who are just a bit slippery and difficult to line up and hit well. Where's this guy? This guy's just nice and big, and I can just cruise into him, and if I can get the speed up, and we can, yeah, let's try that again. There we go. That was significantly more complicated than it needed to be. Yeah, we still actually have to, yeah, because the nature of... Can we... No Discord Orbs. Yeah, I mean, it's here. Let's get the Scorching Wake. And yeah, now we've got at least some way of where I don't have to completely line everything up. And also, things like these snakes are made up of a lot of different enemies, which if I just have to crash through one, I get some but not all. Whereas if I can leave some fire behind, I can do the danger boop and also the danger sit, which is... You know, some unnecessarily pleasant wording, given that most of this YouTube channel consists of video games doing war crimes in space. But what else do we do in Celestial Lance? I guess the Rampages here. I do like the Rampage and the Scorching Wake together, because the Rampage will... Like, the Rampage gives me passive thrust. Like, this small amount of thrust is just what I get from Rampage always now, and I can't turn that off, but it does also, like, give me full... It gives me full Scorching Wake all the time, even when I'm not going anywhere, which is a thing that I like. It means we can danger sit on this guy, and now he's got a bunch of fire damage, which is nice. We got more mods, and we can get... No, it's Streamline, it's the other one. This gives us thrust? Sure. I think we want all those related anyway, and yeah, we can just... Yeah, that's kind of Hullbreaker stuff now. That was kind of Firefly stuff, but whatever. This is another of the waves that's kind of tricky to deal with, because, like, I just straight up missed that guy, which is, you know, partly my bad, partly also a thing I consider a good build as one that makes it easier to... Wait, the shield still worked, oh well. Yeah, a good build is one that doesn't take as much effort to play. It's like, a good move is one that increases your chance of winning. And if that means that I don't have to quite try so hard because, like, in the execution, because the build is good, that's a good move. So yeah, these guys are also... These guys are going to try and boot me as well. And I can kind of boot them back. I would like to go faster than that, so yeah, boop several of those guys, boop all of those guys, yeah, and then all the experience goes flying all over the place, and we've got to run around and pick it up. We were again thinking about doing commentary rather than actually spending all of my upgrade points, so let's go and do that as well. Discord Orbs. Okay, so if I get these Discord Orbs, then I think I skip Dying Star. Do I have... I got a couple of wild mods, yeah, we'll take the Discord Orbs, it'll be fine. So now, I've got my danger boops, which are... Okay, this guy's got lasers, oh well. I've got my danger boops, and then I've got mini boops that are also... Where's that guy? Yeah, okay, we got that guy who's running away. I've got my danger boops, I've got some danger sits as well, I've got like the mini boops. We are hopefully quite well set up. And then, yeah, we've got some nice bosses to face. We've got... actually Candescence at this point, isn't it? Because all of this fire damage is just fire damage. There is another achievement to defeat this boss without destroying any of these vulnerabilities in the middle. I don't know if we're going to do that as well. But yeah, Nova Drift is pretty good for having a lot of bosses with like phases and mechanics and things to deal with that give it a bit more, like, it's not just everything runs at you and you kill it fast enough. There's a number of different things that are just things you need to play around in order to, yeah, different approaches you need for different enemies. I mean, there might even be entire combat phases of things that we don't see if I manage to stay out of the area that triggers that attack. This boss has kind of like a scripted sequence of things that it does, which is fine. I've got a hyper boost. Do I want to do anything with that? I guess my other question is, like, there is another achievement which I wasn't planning on getting today, but maybe, about defeating this enemy without, yeah, I think I already said this, without destroying any of these vulnerable spots. And we could do that. Why is that slowing everything down? Never mind. Maybe we could do that. I've got half this boss damage done already, haven't I? That was not where I wanted to be. That was... yeah, that's kind of how I wanted to crash into this thing. Okay, we're mostly... that crash didn't do a whole lot, which means I think we're mostly doing this with fire damage. Which is... I mean, also kind of not even caring about where the lasers are at this point, which is pretty funny. Yeah, because the terms of the achievement we want to do are specifically kill the boss with the crash damage of this body in a particular phase of combat. So I don't want too much fire damage generally, because that might make it, like, I don't want to risk getting all that way and then killing the boss with the fire damage instead of the crash damage. That being said, this isn't the boss that I need to kill with crash damage, so we're just going to do like as much fire damage as we can. I wonder if we can get this... yeah, we can. Cool. Because I want all these little orbs. That's another boost. Is it? That's the midi charge. Fine. Yeah, I think we're gonna... yeah, we got an achievement. That is not the achievement we wanted, but that is one of the achievements. That's also... yeah, in... I don't remember if I've talked about this run, because I've done this like 4 or 5 times because I have failed to find the correct boss. Yeah, that's not working. And yeah, I've run this a couple of times, failed to find the boss that I need to for the achievement at level 100, and had to do it again. At this point, I mean, I don't even have hidden power yet. I think we get a second Scorching Lake, because that's one of the things that might help us get to hidden power. Also, there's hidden power. I'm already not using the weapons, so let's just not have it anyway. That's not even all my upgrade points. Deadly Wake I don't really care about. Purge works towards... Did I get Blast Radius? I'm not sure I got Blast Radius. I don't think that's the thing I've done this run. And I think that was... I think the Blast Radius techs were ones I wanted to do, because there is a tech that turns my damage, my crash damage, into Blast Radius damage. Let's not sit in these orbs. I mean, kinda, not really caring about it, but whatever. I have in fact not got the Blast Radius text, so I guess we're not doing that this time. Okay, we go into Purification, because actually I don't know if we want Purification at all, Purification was the thing I was going to do with Dying Star, because it's really good for getting a lot of health from things that are on fire, which Dying Star says, hey, would you like everything to be on fire? Did I get all the experience? I don't think I did. Shame. Whereas I think between the 2 Scorching Wakes and the Discord Orbs, the Dying Star is going to give me more fire damage than I want, because I have to do most of this damage with crash damage to get the achievement. So we can do a bit of fire damage there. We can also just careen straight into this guy, and like, he's doing some attacks, that's nice for you. All my health is coming back, that's fine. We're not using our weapon at all now, so a tech that gives us better regeneration while we're not using weapons is good to have while we're just not having it. So just like, yeah, it's fine. Crash into these guys. Streamline, none of those. One of these gives me more thrust. I don't really use the strafe. It's a thing. It's probably a good mobility tool. I've just never actually got around to being good at it. So mostly I'm just using it for the extra thrust to be good at crashing my face into things. I mean, also I'm Hullbreaker. I mean, I was saying that as playing it very Firefly, but the deal with Hullbreaker is you want to crash into things. It's not really, I don't really want to strafe around things. It's not very Hullbreaker. That said, there are, like the laser attacks, a lot of the glowing orb attacks are still things I would prefer to not be hit by. But also I just missed, and then the fire goblin, I guess fine. Yeah, I just don't think that strafing is very Hullbreaker. Like just careening straight at this guy and bouncing off his face is Hullbreaker, and then a lot of that damage was fire damage anyway, but whatever. And we can pop all those guys. I did kind of want the blast radius for Rupture as well. I think it works like that. I'm not entirely sure. I still want the core shielding, even though I don't want the Dying Star. Because core shielding, I think it's straight up just hull damage resistance, which is a thing we're doing. Do I get... No. I was wondering about whether or not I get a couple of solar hearts, but that is also not a thing I think I bother with, because is that enough? Yeah, it is, and then we can come in and scoop up the orbs. Yeah, oh no, we're gonna lose all of these guys to the black hole. That's super disappointing. And yeah, we kind of escaped the black hole where I think we got some of the experience. This guy. Okay, he got the shield on, and we killed the little dude that was giving him the shield, but he still got the shield. And then these orbs bounce me away if I hit them. That big lance in the middle, I also don't want to hit. At this point, I mean, if I had any kind of weapons build, this would be where I'd be like in here shooting this guy in his face. As it is, I can kind of swing at him once with speed, and then that's kind of where we are. Like, I'm still not... The thing that bothers me about this slightly is I'm still not really playing this particularly Hullbreaker-y. Like, I'm kind of playing this more Firefly than Hullbreaker, which is not great when I've just said, hey, we need to make sure that we finish this. Yeah, this is the Dying Star we're not going to take. Bravado would be good because we will get a bit more crash damage resistance, which is good because we're doing crash damage. Like so. Yeah, like that. That's how we want to finish. I mean, that wasn't the boss we wanted to finish with crash damage, but that's how we want to finish bosses, is to just like wind up from a screen away and career in and go, hi, how you doing? Yeah, and like losing track of where you are and all that kind of stuff, and then chasing all the experiences flying around the screen, those are all very Hullbreaker things. This is a pretty Hullbreaker tech as well, just more armor, because I can then crash my face into things and not really worry about it, and that's pretty important. Like, these snakes also have a laser attack like that, and every little part of snake that I break off will have its own laser attack, which can quickly become a problem, except that, yeah, I think the build is just online now. We're doing Hullbreaker things pretty much whenever we want. We're getting all those guys out. Can we just... Nah, because he's got a shield, we can't actually just bounce around. Although I think did the Discord orbs do that? Here's the experience. And then these guys are the guys that usually kind of dodge. Maybe I was just too fast for them there. Yeah, I don't think there's... Celestial Lance doesn't actually give me any more thrust. I'm never going to be not thrusting. Yeah, I don't know that there's all that many things that I want now. I've got Juggernaut, I've got Force Armor, I've got all the important things. Maybe, maybe I stumble into a Grandeur or something like that. I don't think I want a third one of these, but I think we just, like, sit in these skill points and get us an Ataraxia. Hopefully we can get enough points. Wave 7, yeah, we should definitely be able to, by wave 100, have enough free levels for Ataraxia to be doing something. This guy isn't a boss. He or it or whatever still has, like, he doesn't like me to be behind him, that's fine. He also doesn't want me to be in front of him, because he'll do that. But I'm just better at crashing into things than he is. Yeah, that's just Hullbreaker stuff. It's fine. All this experience flying all over the place. We'll try and pick it up. That's probably okay. Level stockpile 3. I think I need 4 levels stockpiled to be. We missed again. We went between them. Hey, we got one. I think I need 4 level stockpiles to get the Ataraxia mod added to the pool, which is a mod that gives me more stuff from not having spent my levels, which is cool because I think I've got nearly. I mean, there are things I'd take, but the chance of actually finding them kind of reduced. I mean, probably a couple of Defiances, maybe a couple of Grandeurs, maybe another Rampage or so. Evolutionary Niche. There's still a bunch of stuff that fits into this build, but all the core stuff is present, and all the stuff I just listed are kind of somewhat rare wild mods, which are going to be kind of unlikely to find. I needed that other... Did I get him? I think I got him. Yeah, smashing my face into minefields, somewhat less great. This guy is also one of the guys that wants to boot me. That was through a minefield, never mind. Can we hit this guy? We cannot hit this guy. We do a bit of keyboard steering. Gonna miss this guy again. Yeah, oh well. Just do it this way around. Okay, we can miss that as well. Yeah, so this guy wants to boot me. I'd rather boot him like so. Level stockpile 5. Okay. Do we have all that many? I don't know that we even have all that many rerolls. Oh, there we go. None of these other things they definitely don't want Apotheosis. Ataraxia. You just get a bunch of extra stuff from not spending your upgrade points. So we're going to do that. Then is there any... I don't want the Soul Heart. I've got 2 rerolls. Let's go and just see if anything I do want turns up. And actually, this Hypermetabolism, I don't have one of these yet. That will actually be helpful. Dying Star, we don't want. Yeah, I think we are actually done with mods. I mean, unless we pick up more rerolls, now it's just going to be about. Is this going to be easy? Yeah, now it's just going to be about stockpiling levels and getting generically better at stuff. I don't know how easy this boss is going to be without, like, with a build that relies on, like, crashing into things. Because yeah, there's. Okay, that was me skillfully dodging between things when what I really want to do is actually hit them. Yeah, we can. I think that some of the complexity of this boss is kind of being understated by me just having a really good tank. All of these colourful orange lines will hurt you when you're on them, and hurt quite a lot. I've just got a lot of damage resilience because the thing I'm expecting to be doing is smashing my face into things, and then healing from the damage of smashing my face into things. All these discs will also hurt me quite a bit, Yeah, like, that was quite a lot of damage, wasn't it? That was quite a lot of damage quite quickly, except for the fact that I've got all my health back, because that's kind of what this build does at this point. And give me all these things, and then smash into this guy. I kind of want to get rid of the rest of... Yeah, usually these things are gone. And this phase is just about sitting next to the boss and firing the weapon into him before he gets around to firing more circles at me, except that I don't have a weapon to fire it. But it's okay. So that worked out kind of okay. These guys are also just, you know, whatever. We've got 3 levels stockpiled. I think we get small marginal stuff from each stockpiled level now that I've got the mod that does that. But I think the major bonuses are at 5 and then 10 levels? I think the first one is 5. And then maybe it's also 20, I don't know. The point being, we can stockpile levels for ages, things are going to go great. Other than the fact that we still need to kill these things, which we can miss, and then careen through all of that. That was all fire damage that did that, wasn't it? That was one of the cases of me going, that's not actually what I want to do. Let's try not to get hit by a lot of that stuff. And then this is not really a minefield. It's still a thing that we don't really want to smash our face into, though. But we're fine, we're full heal again. Yeah, this is into the realms of this build is online, and now all we need to do is find the correct boss when we get to level 100, which has already not happened a couple of times. I think this is like my 5th run, where the last 4 in a row have all been the wrong level 100 boss, air quotes wrong. So let's just lean into the gambler's fallacy and say that the correct boss is due. And then, yeah, actually managing to kill the boss, and then killing the boss in the right way, because we've got a couple of other ways that we're doing damage which aren't the way that we want to do it. Let's crash to that guy, and then crash to that guy again. Yeah, that's what a Hullbreaker should look like. That's how we should be doing things. This fire damage is also just like a bit of extra stuff on the side, because we like those kind of things. If I have picked up a reroll, and I don't remember whether I'd have picked up a reroll, let's try and get all this experience before it floats away. I think I got some of that. Yeah, maybe I can find like another rampage would be good. There are a couple of things I'd still like, but all wild mods that are not particularly likely. So let's crash into this guy. And then, where am I? Over there? Why am I over there? That's okay. That wasn't me exploding. It's fine. I think by the time you can't tell whether you're exploding or someone else is exploding and you don't really mind, I think that's a sign that your Nova Drift build is mostly online. And I keep wondering why I'm not in the place I expect to be, and then I realise I've got like at least one rampage. It's like it never gets any better. Yeah, these guys try and boop me. I'm better at booping than they are. Even with their little heat lance face thing, I can still just boop better than them. This guy wants to shield someone, but won't get to because we're going to blow him up first. These guys are very aggressive in their booping. And I'm apparently too much of a tease. I'm just going to shimmy away from these guys, and they're going to explode in shame for not having been able to hit me or something. It's fine. Let's quickly check if we've got a reroll. We've got a reroll. Do I want... Oh, I did want another rampage. Yeah, let's get another rampage. And then let's check if... Oh, we got a Defiance. I think we're going to keep the... Because Ataraxia does something at 5 levels, doesn't it? Yeah, it gives us more stuff. No way, that's hidden power. That's not Ataraxia. While we have 5 or more unspent upgrade points, 30% body gear powers. Yeah, okay. And this is even... This is the correct boss. So, provided I can not mess this up, which is, like, definitely an open question, we might be okay for getting the achievement that I wanted to achieve. Because the thing is, it's not just about dealing crash damage to this guy. It's that we have to do it in a particular phase. Like this charging phase here is the one where we need to kill it. Yeah, which that's fine, the charging phase will come around again. We'll just kind of hang around here for a moment. This guy needs to go away because he was shielding the boss, and we're not really okay with that. I think we want to get... Okay, this guy's going to heal him again, and I missed. That was kind of annoying. Okay, so we got him. I think... Yeah, we got to get a couple of more charges in. Is it within... Because I'm trying to figure out how much damage I need to do pre-charge phase so that I can then... Okay, so now I think we're really close. Can we... No. I think we got really close. I mainly got the shield. Then I also need to kill the shield dude. And then not accidentally kill Seraph with fire. And then... Are you close to... I was so close. Or at least, Seraph was so close to being in the charge phase. And we got the kill. And then Seraph wasn't actually in the charge phase when we actually killed the boss, which we were supposed to kill in the charge phase. That was kind of annoying. Which is a shame. Never mind. Yeah, so... We're probably good at this point. I mean, I guess we see how far this goes, but Hullbreaker builds are pretty good at getting quite a long way, because the tank nature... Oh, I lost a train. Oh well. Yeah, the tank nature means that you can soak up a lot of damage, you can dish out quite a lot of damage as well, you can just plow through large amounts of stuff on screen, and you can get stuck in a black hole and not really care, and hey, I'm up to half health again, so that's fine. I think what we'll do, because there is a chance that random other Seraphs will turn up just as random bosses. Like, one of the things, and this gets more common as you get to higher waves, before like wave 200 or so says, just like, please go away, we might get a random Seraph. And I don't know whether the achievement specifically wants me to kill Seraph with crash damage in wave 100, or whether any Seraph will do. Actually, didn't I have yeah, I had a Defiance here, which I didn't want to go down to 4 unspent skill points because Ataraxia, but we can have the Defiance now. Yeah, maybe we can find a random Seraph. We're going to just kind of run our course with this. Hopefully we pick up a random Seraph somewhere, although that's also not guaranteed. See if I can do a better job of killing the next one in the right time instead of the wrong time. I've just like pulled the trigger a little early and killed the boss, I think, only seconds before it got into the phase that I needed it to, which is a little bit of a shame. Oh well. These guys we can just, yeah, we're crashing into things now, it's fine. Do I actually have... yeah, I think we're going to take the Revelation. We're going to get a couple more upgrade points. We're getting rerolls as well. I think we're going to take the Revelation, but not yet. And then we're going to look for Rampages, Defiances, Grandeurs, things like that. Evolutionary Niche. Because there's still a couple of mods we could possibly get that would be helpful. Tried to sideswipe all of those guys, missed. Okay, got them that time. Do we get a random Seraph is the question. Okay, we get a comet, we get a bit of a minefield. I don't know if the Discord... Okay, so the Discord orbs are shooting at the minefield. No, they're not. The Discord orbs are not shooting at the minefield. So I guess that's another reason why I'm happy that I have the danger sits, because that means that I have some way of dealing with the minefield that isn't my face. You can deal with those guys as well. I'm in the black hole. Okay, I'm in the black hole twice. Okay. I apparently have enough thrust to not even care about... Okay, bonus Scion. Enough thrust to not even care about being in the black hole. I can just drive out of it even before the black hole escapes it. I want to be over here, I think, because I don't want to be near that thermal lance, but I also don't want to be in the black hole, and then we're going to get rid of these guys. And then also put some damage on this guy. Where? I'm over here. Okay, I thought I could maybe get the final charge in that I needed to. Because I think this at the top, with not very much left as boss health, let's put some fire in. Yeah, that was actually boss health. And the fire thing worked. So we got the wrong random boss, basically. We got the right boss at level 100, we got the wrong random boss, and because of that... Well, this little guy is the most predicted little guy ever, oh well. We still just need to find another Seraph, because I killed the previous one in the wrong... Well, in the right way, just at the wrong time. Cool. That guy, yeah. We're doing quite a lot of crash damage now. This is things we want to see with a Hullbreaker. And I'm probably going to die to negligence. Like, that's almost certainly what's going to happen here. Maybe just a lot of snakes. Maybe things with lasers that do a lot of damage. Maybe these guys with a lot of these. Maybe also crashing into a minefield. Just like a lot of not really paying attention to where I am. I'm going to go this way, not that way. Okay, I destroyed him through his shields, sure. Because those things will do a bit of damage as well. It's fine. I mean, I say a bit of damage. We've now got through all of that completely fine. And we've actually got levels to play with. Let's go get the Revelation. And then let's see if we get... We've got 2 rerolls. But none of those are wild mods that I want. Okay, so we got a Revelation kind of stacked waiting to go, which means when we get the next wild mod, we'll gain it 3 times. But we need to get more rerolls to find a wild mod that we actually want. So I don't want any of the ones that are in the pool that are offered to me at the moment. So I guess we just keep stacking reroll points. What happened there? How did you guys do that? I mean, I think it was because you came in a formation and I destroyed the person you were following, and then you kept your velocity until you went around the screen again or something. Not entirely sure, not my problem. Have a nice day with that. These guys are gonna have a bad time. Yeah. It's fine. Power to these guys. That was a minefield before I hit it with my face. These guys are trying to boot, but just not as good as beeping. And these guys are also trying to bug, and we just are much better at danger hugs than they are. Here's a train. We're going to take the train. Yeah, I've not even been paying attention to what my health pool is doing, because it's pretty fine at this point. This might be a lot of damage, but it's mostly fine. We just kind of plowed through the middle of that and didn't care. And missed that guy. It's fine. We'll go back. There we go. Let's go over here and kill these guys, and then crash into this guy. And yeah, doing Hullbreaker things. I was kind of hoping, like, every time I see an alert on the side of the screen, I'm hoping it's a random Seraph so we can have another swing at the achievement. And none of these are. So, oh well. Let's just see if we can... okay, that was... fine? I was going to say a lot of damage, and it kind of was, and then it was also fine, and then, oh, we can die. And we can boop him again. We are quite effective with the danger boots at this point. Where's my experience? I want the experience. Give me... Yeah, this whole minefield I'm driving my face through is like a secondary concern to... Can I please get all the orbs? Bounce off that guy. He had a shield phase that we're just going to ignore. He had a different phase that we also get to ignore. I don't really want to be in this thing, but also... whatever. And then all these guys are going to fire grenades at me, except I'm going to boot them first. Yeah, and the game is, at this point, kind of politely suggesting that I go on with my day. Like, it doesn't really want me here anymore. I wonder if I have upgrade. If I have... I don't have any rerolls yet. Okay, fine. Like, there are on-screen alerts that I could have paid attention to more that would tell me if I had rerolls or if I'd gained more, but I also haven't really been paying attention. Let's see if we can boot both those guys at once. Yeah, we can. We booped all those guys. This guy... Hey, we got him. Like, it was one entire screen lap later than where I hoped we would get him, but we did get him. These guys... Wave 165, okay. Because there is also Wave 200, which spawns some other bosses, but there's an even lower chance of finding a Seraph in that wave because it will pull from a much wider boss pool. But there's a chance. But also, we're probably not facing just a Seraph if we pull a Seraph in Wave 200. There's almost certainly additional bosses in there as well, which will make all of that, you know, more fun. What was that? Oh, that was me taking a lot of damage. Okay, that was them taking a lot of damage. There's another train. We like trains. They give us stuff. And yeah, we can just put some fire in those guys' faces and they'll all chain react off each other, and that's fine. Other than this lone guy who watched all his friends die and then got exploded. Okay, so that guy that was doing the shielding, we kind of wanted to get rid of him before he gave a snake a shield, but he still gave a snake a shield, so mildly inconvenient. Yeah, the large number of snakes is a bit of a problem. It's a thing the Dying Star approach to this deals with a whole lot better, but also they all dead now is fine. Those guys are dead, and I have the best face. None of these other faces are capable of withstanding me smashing my face into theirs. And this is, I mean, there is no final win condition of this game. It just punishes you until everything explodes, and that's the end of it. But we'll see how far we can get. Like, I'm definitely not going to have the best face at the end of the game. Kind of worried about... Why is that? It kind of sounds like boss music, but there isn't a boss. Should I be worried about plowing my face through those bullets? Maybe. Maybe not. This guy's going to try and shield people. The shield guys will never actually shield any of the other monsters that dispense shields, so that's nice. They will, however, especially when I'm trying to plow through things, they will shield various other things and then just kind of get in the way. And then my face is not up to the task of booping things that have these invincibility shields on them, sadly. Let's plow through here. We're taking some damage, we're plowing through a minefield, it's fine. Should we go check if we have any rerolls? I don't remember having picked any rerolls. He was shooting lasers at me and got booped anyway. Okay. Yeah, I have 2 rerolls. Okay. Let's see if we can find... I do not want a polar inversion. Let's see if we can find a grandeur. I think we take the grandeur. And then we've got a defiance right here, so we take it. And then we don't bother with any more mods. There's nothing else here we want, and the Grandeur has given us a bunch of levels, which is great, and we picked up another Defiance. And so now we just see how far we get. We no longer have to worry about spending levels. We missed that guy. We got that. There is another Ataraxia-related achievement, which I don't have yet, but I don't think we're going to get near it. Like, I think I'd have to set that up differently if we were going to do... sure, whatever. Was that? I don't think that was doing crash damage. Maybe that was my orbs? Maybe it was me doing crash damage because my orbs didn't seem to do all that much there. Yeah, that was one of the the small versions of the guys who's trying to boot me, and he had a bad time. These guys... Oh, there was a snake there. There was a snake there before I charged through all of it. Let's just charge through all of the snake again, and then... Okay, these guys I am not doing a good job of... There we go. Let's boot this guy. And yeah, we have successfully booped all of those guys. This is just a way for the lot snakes. Let's try not to get lasered. Yeah. This is fine, isn't it? This is just Hullbreaker things. Let's try and get some of the experience, because it's kind of floating around still. And yeah, we just let go of the keyboard and press forward, and don't worry about which direction we're pointing, and that's fine. These guys can go away, and then this guy can also go away. And we missed that one, but maybe the Deadly Wake got it? Or Scorching Wake, or whichever one this is. That's quite a lot of lasers. I'm not sure what ended up taking care of that guy. It's probably fine. We do not get a bonus Seraph. So I think that's a problem. I think we're going to struggle with this as well, because both of these are quite specific area control bosses that... Okay, one of them's dead. Yeah, maybe this is... Maybe we're actually completely fine. Maybe that was level 200 just straight up gone. Cool. So... I mean, we can still also find random Seraphs between levels. It just is getting... Cool, thanks for all the bonus bosses that aren't the ones I wanted to fight. I mean, it was also my own fault for just jumping the gun a little bit on correctly killing the boss in the correct way, but never mind. Let's see if we can shimmy in here and ram Dreadnought again. And so yeah, so bonus Dreadnought is gone, snakes are kind of angry, music kind of relaxed, Hullbreaker doing Hullbreaker things. We just went straight through this scary face fire and didn't even mind. These guys have got a shield that's kind of annoying. So those guys were all trying to do some stuff and it didn't work out for them. That's fine. This is all getting a bit of a mess. I hope the video quality is still good, because it's all getting to be a little bit of a mess, and is the sort of thing that I wonder whether or not will also translate into skipped frames in the video and maybe some dropped audio, which would be a bit of a shame, and all that kind of faff, which would... Those guys are shielded, that's why I'm unhappy about them. Okay. Yeah, hopefully it's okay. Yeah. Any more bonus Seraph today? I would like a bonus Seraph. What other bosses haven't we seen? I mean, we did actually see Seraph. I just messed up the kill on the Seraph. We haven't seen Dweller. We haven't seen... I don't even remember what we fought at 80. Have we not seen... We might not have seen Hullbreaker. I think we saw Crucible. I don't actually remember. Yeah, get rid of all of that stuff. Hyper boost, 15 levels stockpiled. This guy. which we can apparently just plow straight into and not care. That's how this works now. I think I'm approaching the point that, we have Dying Star. I'm just going to take Dying Star. Because why not? Because it's going to be a bunch more damage for all of these guys. It's going to... Like, this is basically me pulling the plug on expecting to find a Seraph. Because I'm now not sure... Like, it's going to be more difficult to deal with Seraph, like to properly kill Seraph with crash damage now that I've also got the Dying Star, especially with all this extra damage. But Dying Star is also just going to do a great job of clearing everything else out. Like that. Like, this is fine, isn't it? This is a normal thing to see in space. We've got one of these guys. Let's go this way. Yeah, that's... I missed. Let's get all the experience. Pick up all of the orbs. I know you are important to me. We are moving through the queue. Do these guys' shields run out by the time I get back over here? Kind of. Not really. It's fine. We've also still got Dying Star doing stuff, so that's nice. So we've got multiple sources of fire damage now, and all of these guys are just going to like pop really quickly just because of Dying Star and stuff like that. I should probably still try not to be hit by the bullets because damage scaling, and this is actually turning into one of my most successful builds. Most of my really successful builds are all third Dreadnought. No, this wasn't. This is only second Dreadnought, isn't it? And we did Station Omega at 40 the first time. Yeah, this is definitely turning into one of my most successful builds, which is, yeah, pretty funny, given that that was not the plan at all. This was supposed to be, hey, here's a specific achievement that we're going to go after. Oh, well, let's not hang around in the fire. Missed. That guy hit me quite a bit. Let's just, like, recover a bit before... Yeah, this is the other attack button I have that's kind of annoying. That's nice to get them before they get to unleash that one. But that's mostly okay, I guess. We'll just plow through that. I'll plow through that as well. I've still got more health than actually I expected after having plowed straight through those sources of damage. The Comet helping me out. That's nice. I think that guy was the other level 20 boss. Let's just go this way and hit that guy and then kind of hit some... Okay, plow through all the snake's attack. Plow through that guy's face spike. And yeah, Dying Star does a much better job of cleaning up all of the mines. I'm now no longer concerned at all about putting my face in a minefield, because the minefield is already gone by the time Dying Star is doing its thing, with the exception of that minefield. Can't do anything about those mines, other than just let them pop. Or I mean, so the thing you can do is kill the monsters before they throw down the minefield. That's what you can do about it. More of these guys. Upwards. Okay, sure, there's a lot of XP drifting around. Yeah, this is pretty much how Hullbreaker Dying Star works now. Yeah, that was me just insisting on being able to put my face somewhere and Dying Star getting around it. It's fine. This is normal. I think they turned up to hug me, and it really did not work out well for them. These, I'm not entirely sure, but I think Nova Drift also has some... Oh, that was rude. Some infinite damage scaling in there somewhere that means that all these normal bullets do just start doing more and more damage as we get through the waves in a way that's actually a bit of a problem. But, you know, we can still just do stuff like that. I mean, we are still back at full health very quickly. And then we can just do this kind of dance thing and do stuff with fire. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, minefields. Minefields are no longer a big deal. these guys quickly fill the screen with bullets that still do quite a bit of damage to me, which is why we're going to see if we can just like take out all those spawners first. Oh yeah, there's actually like, yeah, quite a lot of damage. Same with these guys. It's not quite the same with those guys. Those guys just chase me. Is fine. So yeah, I'm secretly a little bit disappointed that this is turning into an incredibly successful run, that they got me another achievement, but not actually the achievement I wanted. So, oh well, and that's a lot of slowdown. Is that just because these guys are putting a lot of bullets on the screen? I mean, it's also OBS things. But also part of the issue is that we're just... let's not be there. Let's... yeah. Yeah, we're just managing to not die for long enough. And there's not very many things that can get close to us because of the combination of Dying Star and then also, yeah, Discord Orbs, and then also picking up 3 Grandeurs at the end, and then a couple of extra Defiances. All of those are going to give me better Chaos Orbs as well. Is this... so this is 3rd Scion, alright? I just wanted a 2nd Seraph. Okay, so we can one-shot the Scion now. That's a fun thing to know. We kind of want to not get... okay, that's... where am I? Okay, over here. As long as I can not get hit by many of those bullets, then we'll screen wrap back over here, and that's still a lot of bullets. It's fine. Put my face over here, put my face in this guy's face. Only one of those faces survived. Put my face in this guy's face. And there used to be 3 faces. Did I see 17 level stockpiled? Yeah, I think this might be one of the kinds of ways that either kills me, or kills the video, or kills my computer. Because there's a lot of stuff. And we have survived. Here's a Seraph. Okay, good. We are on... let's get rid of this guy first. And now, in theory, we can just deal with this Seraph, right? This is going to be what we're going to try and do. That didn't do a lot of damage. I'm trying to... because I think there's also health scaling, so I'm kind of trying to... that Joust phase is not very long, is it? Trying to recalibrate my guesses of how much damage I need to do versus... oh, that was actually super close. Where are you? Come over here. Oh no! Okay, I'm now really disappointed that I think Dying Star... yeah. So we got the bonus Seraph, and then we failed to kill it in the right way, which is super disappointing for a second time. Maybe we get another bonus Seraph? No, we get another bonus level 20 guy, who has an invincibility shield, so we can't imagine... oh, we got another shield. Where did you get that from? I didn't see you have anyone give you one of those. Okay, so, can we get to 3rd Seraph? Because all these things, like all these patterns are procedurally generated. There isn't any particular place where any of these guys are obliged to turn up. We are at the mercy of the random generator, and it's already thrown us one chance that we squandered by killing it. Yeah, we squandered the first chance by killing it a bit too early. We squandered the second chance by not killing it the right way, and also it wasn't the charge phase either, was it? What are you guys doing? Why are you... I do not know why you are so angry, but that's also kind of not really my problem. Maybe you're angry because I've already killed 250 waves of your friends. Let's charge this guy. Here's a snake. We can get all the stuff on the snake because we have the Dying Star. Get both of those guys. And yeah, this is one of those ways where I'm having difficulty telling where I am, but also everything else is slowing me down in a way that makes me worry about video quality. Hopefully it's fine. Let's get this guy who's trying to shield some dudes. Go and get all these guys. Get this. Okay, I missed that guy. Got him anyway. Getting hit by a comet, okay. So yeah, we killed two Seraphs. One of them was too early. The other one was also in the wrong way. Maybe we'll get a third Seraph. Doesn't seem likely at this point. Or actually, at wave 280, it seems more likely we'll get another Seraph at a point where yeah, this stuff here might actually be what I'm doing. No? Okay. Got him as well. Just tear through all of those guys. And in the Dying Star, purification combo means that we're back at full health again, so that's nice. Yeah, I now suspect that if we do see third Seraph, it'll turn up with so many other friends that we will struggle to deal with it. But that actually would be quite a fitting way to end this video. To go from here's first Seraph, opportunity squandered, here is second Seraph, opportunity also squandered, here is third Seraph, revenge is extracted. But never mind. Hey, let's get through to that guy before he does his minefield attack. I don't think I was paying attention to all of those guys. They just kind of appeared before me and then didn't. So yeah. So Dying Star's pretty good. Hullbreaker you can miss with a lot and still get a bunch of stuff done. What's over here? Level 290. This is... Okay, so I think this is going to be a video anyway, even though we're not getting the achievement I wanted, because I did get another achievement, and that just straight missed. But also this is on track to be my top score. That missed. I don't know what that was about, but we'll just take it, it's damage. Yep. So we are doing a decent amount of Dreadnought damage. Okay, so that is third Dreadnought. Taking care of these guys. I think, yeah, this is actually well on track to being... Because I'm still not feeling challenged in the gameplay necessarily. There have been a couple of times where I could have died, but this will still just handle. How close are we to level 300? We are close to 20 upgrade stockpiles, which I think is the next point where Ataraxia does something different. Yeah, just dance around all these guys, that's fine. Kinda don't want to be there when they explode. Kinda want them to all be together when they explode, but I don't want to be next to them. Can we just... Oh, missed that, missed those. Got that guy. Yeah, can we just... Okay, that's... Let's... I wonder if this is the combination of Rampage and Ataraxia giving me kind of issues. Like, I wonder if I have more thrust that's just always on, and so making it awkward to hit stuff. This could actually be an additional way that the third Seraph could turn up and still fail hilariously, is if I'm at a point where I can no longer control my Hullbreaker, and I'm not really able to line it up and do the damage that I need to. That would be pretty fun. This guy needs to go away. Okay, this... right. Did I actually get the guy that... No, I didn't get the guy that's laying the minefield. Now we got the guy that's laying the minefield. Wave 300, and it's additional Seraph and a Warbringer. Warbringer is no longer here, so that's cool. Just need to... yeah, this is doing like a little bit of chip damage. I don't really want to plow into this guy. That's actually where I wanted to plow into it. Let's not take the laser damage if we don't have to. This is... finally! Okay, so this is definitely a video that we're doing. This is actually... this is a Wave 300 Joust achievement, as well as whatever achievement it was to defeat Station Omega without taking out any things, as well as... this is also my best run ever by just raw score, so that's all pretty cool. Yeah, now I really hope the video quality is good. And we're up to... let's just plow straight into the sky, and got it. Yeah, now I really do hope the video quality is good. It's always a thing that I'm wondering about when I'm also encoding HD video to disk, is how effectively is this... like, whenever I'm seeing slowdown in any particular application or game, I hope this doesn't also manifest in the video. These guys, let's not get hit by this stuff. If we can avoid it, let's just bounce off that guy and off that guy. And this is all pretty stable. Kind of, I guess. Is... yep. Okay, so this is kind of fine. We've got a lot of Discord orbs. I don't know if there are... I haven't even been tracking whether or not I've been picking up all those. I kind of want to get all those guys. Didn't. Hit that, do this kind of stuff. I mean, I guess there could be more defiances, but at this point I think we at least, like, we're close enough to the level 20 ataraxia thing that level 20... okay, the 20 stockpile ataraxia thing, that we want to do that first, definitely. And then get to, like, 21 levels, but I don't know whether or not we're actually going to get to 21 levels. I mean, there's also a bit of me that says this has succeeded in all of its goals. I don't really have anything else that this needs to do. We can push it and see how far it goes. But I think if I see any more slowdown, this is going to be a case of we're just going to let the little computer rest because it's done what it needs to. Sure. Okay, so now we also have the hyper boost. Like this boost will be permanent. I think that's a level 20 ataraxia thing. So that's, you know, we've got that going for us. I think it's also global damage upgrade. And also I think Antraxia gives us more shield, I think. Not shield, hull, on the grounds that I don't remember my hull being actually that big. And it's pretty chunky. And that is a lot of slowdown. And it's still fine for a bit. We'll take some objects off the screen, more objects will come back on the screen. Yeah. I've also completely run out of commentary. I wasn't expecting this run to go this well / badly. Like, I would have liked it to have... I would have liked to get the achievement with the first Seraph, basically. And that didn't work out. This guy, I kind of want him to go away. Maybe, this is apparently not where I die? Okay. Okay, 4th Dreadnought. That's okay, let's just run at this eye. Okay, so that kind of worked. I don't know if there are eyes or not. Let's run at this eye. And that was in fact me. Which is fine. I'm okay with that. Because we also got 4th Dreadnought. We just got it done ourselves at the same time. So yeah, bunch of points. And that's actually my highest score, as it turns out. Wasn't expecting that either. That's pretty good. And yeah, most of my other scores are like Dying Star stuff. This was an engineer one. Yeah, whatever. That was actually, yeah, that was a good video worth having. That was 2 achievements, level 300 or wave 300, lots of stuff, lots of Nova Drift. I hope the video quality is good. Yeah, different kind of war crimes in space today. Good times.